Hi, welcome to my channel, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's get crafting. For this DIY, I'm using this sign I got at the Dollar Tree, and it has some sparkles on it, so I'm sanding it off. And then I'm going to use my little handy dandy ladybug vacuum to clean it up, and I'll put a link down in the description. Super cheap and very helpful to have. And now I'm just wiping away all the dust and cleaning it off so that I can prepare to turn this into a really cute Easter sign. The first thing I'm going to do is use my Waverly Antique wax, and I'm going to stain the frame around the picture. Put the wax on, and then I wipe the excess away with a paper towel, and that gives me the look that I'm going for. I do end up changing this later, but at the time I didn't know I was going to, so hence the staining. I'm going to be sure and get the edges too, because you will see that from the side, and I want to make sure that it all looks like it was meant to be stained that color on the entire frame. I'm going to put some masking tape along the inside of the frame because I'm going to be painting the face of this picture, and I want to protect the frame that I just finished staining. I'm using the Waverly chalk paint in the color Celery. I love that color so much. I like it as a good base for this. I'm going to cover the whole thing with 2 coats, and that just does the job perfectly. I'm going to remove the tape, and I'm going to add a top coat of the Waverly wax in white, and it just blends so nice with that celery, and it's like sealing it because it's got that shimmer kind of slippery feeling to it, and I just love how the celery peeks through. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I love these pop-up stickers. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to place them all the way around, starting in the corners, so I try to make them the same on each of the opposing sides. And once I get them on, I'm going to use that same Waverly white wax and cover them with several coats. And oh my gosh, it gets rid of the color that's on there, but it makes it look like there is like an embellishment on the frame. It was like it was always there. And I love that look so much. It's very farmhouse. I don't want just Easter eggs and bunnies and things like that for Easter, because Easter is all about the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So I used my Cricut and I designed a crown that I want to put on there, a crown of thorns. And then I love when we say on Easter, He is risen indeed. And I just love that idea for a sign. So it's right there to remind us. And I'm using this masking tape that I ordered on Amazon for transfer tape, and it's so much less expensive than the other kind, and it works really well, and it's not like overly sticky like the kind you have to rub on your pant leg first to make it less sticky. I'll have a link for that in my description box. And now I'm just positioning them on there. I'm going to use a little bit of tape as a guide. Literally, you can do this any way you want. If you don't have a cutting machine, you can use the stickers from the Dollar Tree, rub-on transfers, you can write it, you can use carbon paper and print something out from the computer. So I just want to let you know there's so many options if you don't have a cutting machine. And I'm using gold vinyl, which I thought looked really good on this sign with the kind of blonde frame and then the green peeking through with also the wax on top of it. I just love it. It's kind of neutral, but it's also with the gold, it adds just a little punch. I decided to add a little bit of the gold metallic paint, just like a dry brush effect, where I put a teeny bit on my brush, rub most of it off, and then just go around the edges. And I really love how that turned out. I hope you like this. It means a lot to me. My video today is part of the bi-monthly DIY challenge hosted by Heidi Sonboul. This time the theme is Easter. I'll have Heidi's link down in the description box. She actually has 4 channels. You really should check them all out. She is amazing. And there'll be a playlist, and I'll have a link for that as well. And you can watch all the other talented creators and see all the inspiration they have for you for Easter. For this DIY, I'm using one of those conversation bubble signs that Dollar Tree has, and I'm just going to draw a little line and use my blade, utility knife, I guess, and I'm going to get rid of the little point at the bottom. I want it to look like the body of an Easter bunny. This one is going to be a cute bunny one. And then I also have this other sign from Dollar Tree that had different shapes on it. It had Easter eggs and different things, and I turned one of them into a head for the bunny, and I just took the whole thing apart. And then I also have that headband with the bunny ears, and I'm going to use that as well. So I'm hot gluing the two pieces together. I'm going to paint it with the Waverly chalk paint in plaster. I'm going to do 2 coats to cover it completely. I found a little bunny face online, and so I'm just looking at my phone and I'm freehanding the eyes and the mouth and the nose, which was super easy to do. Honestly, I'm not an artist by any means. And once I do that, I'm going to take my Arteza black paint marker and I'm going to go ahead and draw in the eyes. And so, or actually the eye, I only have one because it's a side view. It was so easy and it actually looks really cute. So don't be intimidated by trying to do something like this. It's actually not that hard. Dollar Tree sells these little tools, the one I'm holding. I think they're for scoring, but I use them for very precise painting like this because it's like a little point, but it's round, you know, like a ball tip. And so it works really well if you can find them in the Crafter Square section. I was so excited. I finally found the color ballet slipper from the Waverly chalk paint at Walmart. I've been looking for it for a long time. So I'm doing the nose with that color. It's so cute. And then I'm going to touch up where I went over the line a little bit. And afterwards, I'm going to use ballet slipper again to make the cute little rosy cheeks. I'm also going to use ballet slipper like dry brushing around the edges of the bunny because I just wanted a little bit of pink in there and I just love the way it looked. Now I'm going to attach the little bunny ears. I'm going to stretch it out a bit and then I'm going to hot glue it directly onto the head, and it looks so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm going to use one of these microfiber dust pads from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut out a little circle and make a fuzzy tail for the bunny. And that was just perfect. I'm also going to use this gray and white mop head, and I'm going to start creating a circle with them, kind of like, attaching them around the sides of itself. And I'm going to use hot glue, and those will be the 2 little feet that you see on the one side. And I'm just looking for some different textures, and I actually really liked the way that came out. It was super easy, and I had lots of extra ones. I have one of those little baby carrots from the Dollar Tree. I've been using them in several different DIYs, and I just put it there like he was holding it. And now I'm going to take some floral picks from Dollar Tree, just really vibrant, beautiful colors, and I'm going to cut off the little pieces, and I'm going to create a little bouquet that I'm going to wrap in some ribbon that I got, I believe at Walmart. Really pretty burlap ribbon with lace on it. And I'm just going to hot glue that directly to the center of the bunny. I'm going to get some jute twine and I'm going to make a cute little bow, the kind where you just wrap it around your fingers a bunch of times, tie the center, and then snip the loops. I'm also going to fill in the little hole above the eye with some hot glue and then paint it with the plaster. Super easy, you guys. I mean, seriously, this was such an easy one and it came out so cute, so festive. I'm just so happy with how it turned out. You'll have to tell me what you think. I really love it. I hope you'll consider joining me on YouTube by hitting the red subscribe button and then turning on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video coming up. I do all kinds of DIYs in different styles. There's something for everyone. I made this wreath back in the fall and I decided I'm going to repurpose it. I'm going to remove the fall florals and now I'm going to add some really pretty spring and Easter type flowers and some greenery. And literally it's just so easy because I wrapped it in nautical rope. It's so easy to attach and you can use hot glue. You don't have to. A lot of it will just stick right in between the pieces of nautical rope. And I'm just going to arrange the different florals just the way I like it. You know, first I'm going to add the greenery around and then I'm going to put different colored flowers in there. And you can do this any way you like, whatever colors fit your decor, whatever you like. I was just going for super springy, festive, vibrant colors. I'll put a link to the video where I originally made this wreath down in the description box in case you want to see, what I started with and how it got to the point where it starts in this video. You guys, I'm in love with these little carrots, as you can tell. So I decided to add some to this wreath. I just think they are so cute, and I just love the bright orange color. So I added 4 to the bottom of the wreath, and they're just so cute. I cannot get enough of these carrots. This little grass pick that I got at Dollar Tree has butterflies in it. So I cut out 3 of the butterflies and I put the purple one in the center between the carrots and the 2 pink ones on the sides of the wreath. And I just love the extra little touch. It's so spring and Easter. I have this cute little wire garland from the Dollar Tree, and it's got little white, I don't know if they're berries or flowers on it, and I just had a little bit left over, so I wrapped a little bit on each side, and I just thought it added a nice little touch, and again, really just created that festive Easter spring feel that I was going for. I love how this turned out, and I hope you guys like it. I can't wait to hang it on my door once the snow melts. Did you know that I'm on social media? You can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Same name, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. Come on over and say hi. This DIY is another super fun, festive Easter craft. I found this sign at the Dollar Tree with all the little eggs and a bunny and a chick on it. And I'm going to use the eggs and the bunny. I'm just going to rip the pieces apart. It came apart super easy. And I also found this pretty basket at the Dollar Tree. And then I've got these big round kind of, I don't know what you call those florals, but they're huge. And I cut 3 of them and just set them in the basket. Didn't even need foam or anything. They fit in there perfectly. I'm just arranging the leaves. And then I'm going to leave all of these eggs just as they are because they're super cute. And I just think there's no reason to change them. And I'm going to hot glue them to the front and position them kind of into a fun little design. And this is so easy, you guys. This one, you don't have to do any special techniques. No painting. Yay. No mess to clean up, just hot glue, and that's it. You guys, Easter is such a special time of the year. It's a time for us to remember that the Savior is there for us, that He came back and that He rose again. And oh my gosh, there's so much hope in that, so much eternal hope. And I just pray that every one of you fully receives the gift that He has given you. Because of the way that I hot glued the eggs on, there was a little gap between 2 of them. So I just took a little piece of a shim and put it in between, and that will keep that nice and solid. And that way, I won't accidentally break it if I move it around. I'm going to add the little bunny just behind the very top of the egg, so he's just kind of peeking out. And I just think it's so cute. I mean, I could have painted it and done stuff to it, but I think it was cute the way it was. And I have this little heart tag that's like a little chalkboard surface, and I'm using one of my Arteza paint markers, and I'm just writing Happy Easter. Not super fancy, just, regular capital letters. And I'm going to put a really pretty little turquoise piece of ribbon in there and hang it on the bunny. I'm just going to add a little teeny bit of hot glue to keep the heart where I want it to sit, and that'll just hold it nice and secure. I have this green twine, and I honestly can't remember if it's from Dollar Tree or Walmart, but it's one of those two. And I'm literally just going to wrap it around 2 fingers and make one of those little simple bows where you tie off the middle. This one I'm not going to cut open the loops though. I think it looks really cute. It's almost going to look like the bunny has a bow tie. This was such a fun and easy little centerpiece to make, just to have a nice festive Easter table. Let me know what you think in the comments. And here's one last look at all of them. These were all so fun to make. Although I consider Easter a serious holiday, it's also nice to do some of the cute little bunny things. But it's most important to remember the real reason for the holiday, which is because Jesus rose again. And we thank God for that. Don't forget to check out Heidi Sonboul's channel and the playlist for this challenge. Everything will be in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I will hope to see you in my next video, and please remember that you are a blessing to me.